Hi students, very good morning to all. Today we are going to discuss second unit. The second unit name is logical reasoning. So under this unit we are going to discuss these are the concepts. First one, logical agents. Second one, propositional logics and its inferences. Third one, first order logics and its inferences. Fourth one, forward chaining, backward chaining, unification and resolution. So these are the concepts we want to discuss in second unit. So in that, first we are going to discuss logical agents. Before discussing that concept, some introduction about logical agents or knowledges. The representation of knowledge and the reasoning processes that bring knowledge to life are central to the entire field of artificial intelligence. So, knowledge and reasoning both are represented as the life or the central field of artificial intelligence. So, if you want to place AI in the topmost place means you must require these two concepts. They act as the life of AI or the central field of AI. Those are nothing but one is knowledge and reasoning concept, logical thinking, logical environment, and for that logical things, knowledge, everything plays the most important role. So, in that, the first concept is nothing but knowledge or logical agents. So, what is mean by this? So, in general manner, knowledge or logical agents, we already know what is mean by agents. Agents means nothing but it is a program based on the input provided by the sensors on from the environment. It activate and provide the actions through actuators. Actuators. So for that program, how the knowledge is represented, how logical thinking is required, how we are providing, everything is going to discuss in this environment. Before of that, knowledge and reasoning are important for artificial agents. If an agent is developed means for that agent knowledge is compulsory and reasoning that means logical thinking or reasoning is also important. For an artificial intelligence, knowledge and reasoning is more important because they enable successful behavior that would be very hard to achieve otherwise. That means so if the artificial intelligence may not have this knowledge and reasoning thinking or logical thinking, it may not behave in a successful manner and it is very hard to achieve the goals. So that's why for an artificial intelligence, knowledge and logic thinking or reasoning is more important for the successful behavior. Then what is the next one? Knowledge and reasoning also play a crucial role in leading with partial observable environments. So here actually we know we have two different types of observations. One is full observation and partially observable. Full observable, partial observable. Full means we observe all the events in the environment and based on that we are doing the actions. But when you come to partially observable, we accepting the input data in partial manner. In such type of observability, the agents must and should have the knowledge, more knowledge and logical thinking or reasoning must be important. Based on that only, he can provide the good output to the environment. If it is a partial observable concept, fully observable, no problem. We observe everything and we providing the answer. But if it is a partial observable, so In partial observable, we observe from the environment in partial order. That's why we required more knowledge and reasoning thinking and logical thinking for our agent. That's why these two play most a crucial role in dealing partial observable environments. The next one is a knowledge based agent can combine general knowledge with the current percepts to infer hidden aspects of the current state prior to selecting any action. So always if an agent is a knowledge based agent means it can combine both things, the general knowledge about the current state or percept currently what we perceive and hidden aspects of the current state. So what are the other aspects hidden which are not shown before of you? Those hidden aspects also we want to select before providing any action. So if you provide such an efficient manner only, then the agents are comes under knowledge based agents. Current situation information and hidden information both want to select and to provide any action. So such type of situations an agent is called as knowledge based agent. Otherwise simply we can say it is an agent. But if it provide the hidden concepts also, so those information come from the knowledge based or logical thinking only. So such type of agents we are calling as knowledge based agents. Then expert system architecture, a simple diagram for expert systems, architecture for expert systems. So in the expert systems we have some fields. In that first one is knowledge base. There all the knowledge information is stored. There are also 2 points are there. One is static database and dynamic database working in memory. So dynamic, the data which you are stored here, it is stored that's all fixed. But here the data may be changed. From this knowledge based databases, the inference engines can take the data and can store the data. So this inference engine have the direct communication with knowledge based. And with the knowledge engine, inference engine, we have special interfaces and case histories are there. Okay, then other part is knowledge acquisition and learning module. This is another second important concept in expert systems. With the help of this, we are acquiring the knowledge and we are learning some more concepts. So all the things we are doing with the help of this one. So who provide all this information is experts, human experts can providing and can take the data with the help of this module, and where this module stores the information is in knowledge base. Okay, and if the user wants to communicate with knowledge base means he can communicate with user interface through an explanation module, and when you are taking any data it explains through explanation module and with the help of interface it giving back to the user. So these are the different fields in expert system architecture. So here this module is used for learning the knowledge and this module is used for storing the knowledge. So this is nothing but knowledge based concept. So this is the overall architecture belongs to expert systems. Then description about that concept. The central component of a knowledge based agent is its knowledge base, or shortly called as KB, knowledge base. So in the expert systems the most wanted component is knowledge based for the knowledge based agent. So they, why, because means there all the data is stored. So knowledge base is equal to set of sentences in a formal language. So a knowledge base means there we store lot of information that we here we are saying as set of sentences. But how we are stored? It is in a formal language. Everyone can understood that language. In that manner we are stored the data in the knowledge based databases. Then each sentence, that means we said in the database, the knowledge base, we store some set of sentences. In that each sentence is expressed in a language called knowledge representation language. So each sentence in the knowledge base is expressed in a language called knowledge representation language and represents some assertion about the world. So it explains what that language, knowledge representation language explains about the sentences means it represents some assertion about the world. So what is the things in the world or assertions are there? To explaining that one, we are using these sentences, and to explain this sentence, express this sentence, we are using the language called knowledge representation language. With the help of that, we can explain that sentence. Then, in that knowledge base, we are using two words. One is tell, another one is ask. Tell and ask are used for what? Add new sentences to the knowledge base. Tell and a way to query what is known respectively. So, to add anything, we are telling, and to ask the queries from database to others. So we are using these two words. For adding, we are using telling. For querying, we are using ask. These two concepts are more required. With the help of tell, we can add new sentences to the database and we can query what is known respectively. It is possible only by asking. So next one, declarative approach to building an agent or system. Tell it what it needs to know. So always a declarative approach is nothing but with the help of tell concept. It tells what it needs to know. So that agent what it needs to know. So it is with the help of tell we are telling to that agent. And second point, then it can ask itself what to do. So answers should follow from the knowledge base. So it tells what need to know. So what you want to know, it is given through tell, and it asks what I want to do. The answer is given from knowledge base. For the question asked by using tell, it asked to the knowledge base what I want to do. The answer comes from knowledge base. So that's why knowledge base is the most important component in an agent. Then both tasks may involve inferences, that is deriving new sentence from old. So tell, ask, all these concepts are involved inferences. What is meant by inferences means it deriving new sentence from the old. Then the next point is agents can be viewed at the knowledge level. So where we can view the agents means in the knowledge level. So what they know regardless of how implemented, then are at the implementation level. So data structures in knowledge base and algorithms that manipulate them. So what are the data structures in knowledge base systems or algorithms? They manipulate the information for the knowledge. So we can place or view the agent either in knowledge level or in implementation level. Then generic knowledge based agent. So there we have a small algorithm for you. So here come to the point what we are doing. What we discussed up to now, it is given in this algorithm. Just come to the point. What is the function knowledge based agent returns? So what the knowledge based agent returns actions. So it is given here. Then first is knowledge base. What are the things is here? Knowledge base or knowledge base TA counter initial 0 indicating time, all these things. Then come to two things are there. One is tell, another one is ask the query. Tell, what's the tell doing here? With the help of knowledge base, make percept sentences. So it makes some sentences. Then what is the action? Action implies ask. To whom we want to ask? Knowledge base. Make action query. So through ask what we are doing? Queries. We are raising the queries. Make action queries. Then again tell knowledge base. Make action sentence. For these actions, so query is raised. For these queries where the answer is also from knowledge based. So tell that answer. So tell from knowledge base. What is that action? Make action sentences. So what is that? T implies T plus 1. Return the action. Okay, T plus 1 means here T value is incrementing, again telling, then again comes to his, and again asking, and again telling, then again going top. So in that manner, T value is incremented means again asking, telling, asking, like that a loop will be created. So in this manner, so if you understood the concept, then the same concept here we are implemented in the form of knowledge algorithmic format. That's all. So first we want to ask the, so we want to tell the knowledge base. What we want to tell? Make perception sentences. We want to percept. Then after percept, we want to perform actions. So how we are performing the action? With the help of ask. With the help of ask, what we are doing? We are querying the knowledge base. So knowledge base, comma, make action queries. So after ask the queries, it gives the answer. It will be tell. So who to whom we want to tell? Knowledge base, make action sentences. Then again. For that we are using this concept. This is the generic knowledge base agent algorithm. Next point is the agent has to be able to. So what are the concepts he can able? Means some 5 to 6 points are there. So it represents the states, actions, etc. A agent can able to represent a state or an action and etc. He incorporate new aspects. So we are using now knowledge based agents. So knowledge based agents can incorporate new aspects. Then update internal representations of the world. So these agents can update the internal representation of the world. Then reduce hidden properties of the world. Why? Because it find out, it knows the knowledge about the hidden concepts also. That's why it reduce the hidden properties of the world. So here world means nothing but environment. We can assume like that. Then the final point is it reduce appropriate actions. So you know all the environments. For that we are reducing the unwanted actions at all. That's why reduce appropriate actions. So these are the concepts we need to discuss in knowledge or logic agents. Thank you.